Hello and welcome to the Memory Card. It's a bit of a late night for me because of the Sony press conference, but I'm glad I stayed up for it, and I'm just going to run through the things that really stood out to me. First of all, the Last of Us 2 gameplay trailer that was shown during the beginning of the pre-show was fantastic and an amazing way to start the conference, but the rest of the pre-show was pretty terrible and had really bad pacing, and I didn't really care about what else was shown, like the maps with Black Ops or anything involving Destiny immediately puts me off, but the rest of the show was a lot better. Ghost of Tsushima looks really, really good. Really great cinematics. The combat looks really visceral and fun. And the atmosphere that the trailer got across was really fantastic. And now, since this game is being made, I no longer need to care about the potential of Assassin's Creed going to feudal Japan or anything like that now because that looks like that'll cover it for me, basically. And after that was Control, which was a third person shooter action game with psychokinesis powers where he plays Lauren Cohen, who I know from The Walking Dead back when I watched that show. And it looked great. Great graphics, gameplay looked fun. I'm looking forward to those uh, psi powers that you have. It reminds me a bit of some games that came out back in the PS2 days and on the GameCube, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. After that, showed the Resident Evil 2 remake, which looks fantastic just from the graphical fidelity. I hope they updated the gameplay quite a bit because I definitely would like to be able to get in this game more because the old school Resident Evil games aren't for me, and I'm even terrible at Resident Evil 4, which I know is a sin for not absolutely loving Resident Evil 4. It looks really good, but I'm just really bad at it, so it's hard for me to get into it. But anyway, moving on. Trover Saves the World looks really fun. It's very, very Justin Roiland, very Rick and Morty, which makes sense considering he's heavily involved in the making of that game. But I like the art style and I like the Rick and Morty humor, so I imagine I would like this game as well. I'm glad it's not just a VR game that's also coming to PlayStation 4, so that's great also. And after that was finally a new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3, and this trailer is definitely my favorite that I've seen. It actually sold me more on the game just from looking at the gameplay. The story still looks like incomprehensible gibberish, but I imagine I'll still like the gameplay and getting to see the different Disney worlds. It also helps that I only ever really played most of Kingdom Hearts 1 and never really touched the second one or any of the other spin offs that people didn't actually want and wanted just Kingdom Hearts 3 all these years. But I do plan on checking out that game when it comes out. After that, we got yet another Death Stranding trailer, but thankfully, we actually got gameplay this time, and it looked awesome. I'm definitely looking forward to whenever this game eventually comes out. It looks really weird and with a really strange story, which is just right up Kojima's alley, but I'll definitely check it out. And after that, we got a little bit of snippet of Neo 2, which I'm just glad that game's being made. The first Neo game is really good, so more of that's definitely a good thing. And then the show ended off with another trailer and gameplay for Spider-Man, which is coming up in September, and I'm really looking forward to that game. I'm definitely glad they showed off more of the combat and the cinematics and all that. That way, it wasn't just all QuickTime events, which was basically what they showed last year at E3, which kind of put me off a little bit. But this game definitely looks great. I love the rogues gallery of villains that they're showing because Spider-Man, in my opinion, has one of the best rosters of villains in any comic book ever. So I'm definitely looking forward to picking up that game when it comes out. And all in all, the Sony press conference got off to a weird start with most of the pre-show being terrible, aside from that amazing Last of Us 2 trailer, which completely sold me on the game, even though I'm completely sick of zombies in general. And I originally wasn't caring that much about Last of Us 2 because I liked the original game on PS3, but I never beat it. And I'm glad that I'm glad I played the game. It was really good, but the gameplay got old to me. But that sold me on it. And then the rest of the conference was great, although there were weird little snippets here and there, which kind of broke at the pacing a bit. But all the games that were shown were great. Not a whole lot of surprises aside from some trailers actually selling me on games that I originally was kind of iffy on. And getting that Neo 2 confirmation was really nice. But overall, I did really like the Sony press conference. And all in all, just from how great the trailers actually were and how much gameplay they showed and how well the trailers were done, I think right now I'm going to put the leaderboard of all these press conferences as Sony on top, then Microsoft, then probably Bethesda, and uh, then Ubisoft, Square Enix, and then EA at the bottom where they belong. But again, if we throw in Developer Digital, they just break the scale. But anyway, regardless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on the memory card whenever I talk about the Nintendo presentation for E3 tomorrow. And again, thanks for watching.